You're not unmotivated. You're protecting yourself. What if the thing we've been calling procrastination is actually protection? What if the hesitation you feel isn't being less disciplined? It isn't failure, and it's also not unmotivated, but wisdom. And what if your nervous system remembers something your mind keeps trying to override? Today's episode is for anyone who feels stuck, slow, or resistant and can't quite explain why. Let's talk about what's really happening beneath the surface. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, I'm Madison Simone Chase, also known as Miss Chase. I was raised by an incredible single mom who is my biggest fan and my best friend, my BFF for real. I'm also a celebrity certified personal trainer, fitness and wellness expert, and sports and entertainment media host. I was born in Fort Worth, Texas, raised in Dallas, built in Los Angeles. I trained at Juilliard, the School of American Ballet, becoming the world's only three-time ESPN Miss Fitness champion, appearing in more than 450 fitness DVDs. The first of the 450 fitness DVDs and infomercials was led by celebrity trainer, the GOAT, Gunnar Peterson himself, who's known for training the Kardashian family and many notable celebrities and athletes. I am also a celebrity trainer myself, and some of my most notable clients include Robert Pattinson of Twilight and Batman, Chris Tucker of Rush Hour, Amber Riley of Glee. And as a sports and entertainment media host, some of my favorite red carpet moments include chatting with Richard Branson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Emma Stone, Viola Davis, Tyler Perry, Tiana Taylor, Justin Baldoni, and Issa Rae. Just to name a few, I share my accomplishments to honor the millions of sacrifices that my mom planted so that I could blossom and flourish into the woman I'm still becoming. So if you're listening and or watching, pull up a digital chair, grab yourself a cup of hot or cold herbal tea, and welcome to my cozy home of Cut to the Chase at 8, a 15-minute micro-learning moment for macro living. And I am so overjoyed that you are here, because this is where we explore and lean into life with our lived experiences, yours and mine, where we invite lots of grace into the space as we're living in some interesting times. We chat all about spirit, mind, and body health because that is ultimately our wealth in micro doses for macro living. Make sure you join me twice daily for just 15 minutes at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, because this is your 15-minute chance for your daily pause, for a cause, for clarity, for wellness, for grace, and intentional decision making. Giving yourself grace because how we start our day and how we end it matters. Each episode, my offer to you is 3 keys and 1 question to sit with, and hopefully encouraging you to give yourself grace in this space with something practical, something grounded, and something you could carry with you. So wherever you're listening from, turn it up and tune in. And if anything you hear today pricks your heart or lights a spark, I'd love for you to subscribe, share this with someone you care about, and please leave a comment so that this is a dialogue and not a monologue. And also a 5-star rating. Now let's take a breath together. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lean into today's episode of Cut to the Chase at 8. Let's cut the noise. Let's get clear. Let's get ready, set, grow, and go, and be great. All right, so let's settle in. Wherever you're listening from right now, if you're driving, walking, resting, simply pausing, or caretaking, studying, working out, let's allow this moment to be a soft place to land for both you and I. Because today's conversation is a reframe, a gentle one, a truthful one, and hopefully a freeing one. So today's question that I want to start with: what if you're not unmotivated, but protecting yourself? We live in a culture that labels quickly, that loves to put people in a box. If we slow down, we're called, I hate this word. It's not a lot of words that I hate, but I hate this one, lazy. If we hesitate, we're called fearful. If we pause, we're called or told that we're falling behind. But the body does not speak in labels, it speaks in signals. And sometimes what looks like resistance is actually intelligence, and it's actually protection, and your body safely saying, I want to be safe. Which brings me to key number 1. Avoidance is often self-protection. When we've experienced burnout, disappointment, betrayal, or trauma, or overgiving, or being unseen or unsupported, our nervous system learns, not consciously, but somatically. It remembers what cost too much, what drained us, what asked for everything and gave little back, what betrayed us, where there was little to no reciprocity, where you gave and it wasn't given back to the value that you didn't necessarily audibly say, this is the value that I bring. And sometimes people are not always going to see your value until it's gone. So when something familiar appears, a task, a role, a responsibility, a relationship, a friendship, the body pauses, not to sabotage us, but to protect us. That hesitation is often the body asking, is this safe? Is this sustainable? Will I be honored here? Ooh, let's say that again. The hesitation is often the body asking, is this safe? Is this sustainable? Will I be honored here? And that's not the word that I don't like to say, laziness. That's discernment forming, which brings me to key number 2. Burnout changes how the body relates to effort. Burnout doesn't just exhaust us. It teaches the body that effort equals depletion. So when something is good, even when something is aligned, even when something is ours to step into, the body may still hesitate because it's learned to associate effort with loss. Ooh, responsibility with overwhelm, showing up with self-abandonment. That doesn't mean we've lost motivation. It means our system needs reassurance. Our system needs to feel safe. And healing doesn't begin with pushing hard. It begins with rebuilding trust. Which brings me to key number 3. Resistance can be wisdom and not failure. Here's the reframe I'd like to offer. Resistance isn't always something to overcome. Sometimes it's something to lean into and to listen to. Resistance may be saying, I need more support. I need a slower pace. I need clearer boundaries. I need rest before expansion. I need a team of people that I could trust. I need someone who can duplicate myself and someone who could do the daily tasks that I really don't have time to do. That's what it could mean, right? And so wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers. Wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers. It whispers. And when we stop shaming ourselves or allowing other people to shame you because you are in that space, and don't allow that either. And that is, again, setting very clear boundaries with people. And so when we stop shaming ourselves for pausing, or for needing to pause, or for needing a break, and or needing to sit still, and or not jumping back into something because you've gone through a season that has been challenging with traumas or triggers or people, places or things, or PPT, we could start partnering with ourselves again first, right? Because you're going to always be the first CEO of your life. the COO of your life. You're going to be the only person who advocates for you in the biggest, most incredible way. So you got to start with you, yourself first. So let's bring this together. We are not behind. We are not broken. We do not lack discipline. We're not lacking in discipline, and we're not the word that I dislike saying, which is lazy. What we are is integrating, and we're protecting the things that matter now and or the things that matter in a season that is coming that we're preparing for. And so when safety returns, momentum follows naturally. So our reflection question for today: what might my hesitation be trying to protect? And what would it look like to honor that instead of overriding it? Let's ask that again. What might my hesitation be trying to protect me from? And what would it look like to honor that instead of overriding it? And sometimes we try to get past that season so quickly that we don't learn the lesson in that moment that we need to learn. And sometimes the learning is setting better boundaries with yourself, especially if you are in a season that is a little more challenging than others. You can't give what you don't have to give for yourself. And you got to start giving to yourself first before you can give to others. You can't pour from a cup that's empty. So if your cup is not full, or if it is full, you can't pour and or give to others when it's empty or it's depleted. And setting boundaries with people often helps. So before you go, I just want to say thank you from the bottom and top of my heart. It truly has been an honor and a pleasure sharing this time with you. And thank you for continuing to give yourself grace in this space with me today. I am so genuinely thankful you chose to step into this cozy digital home with me. So before you head out, let's quickly revisit our 3 keys and 1 reflective question from today's episode. Key number 1, avoidance is often self-protection. It is not laziness. It is not being undisciplined. And sometimes when you avoid showing up, it is your body's way of saying, I need to feel safe before I move forward. And if I don't feel safe, I'm not going to. And sometimes that could also look like procrastination. And sometimes procrastination can be the thing where people don't stop to consider, I haven't felt safe in a long time. So moving forward and doing the things that I used to do, I don't necessarily feel as safe doing those things anymore. Which brings me to key number 2. Burnout changes how the body relates to effort. If you have been going 0 to 100 and or burning the candle at both ends where you're not getting sleep because you're attempting to get something done and you're attempting to push, it changes how your body relates to that effort. And so getting to the other side of that effort where it looks like success is one thing, right? So key number 3, resistance can be wisdom, not failure. So when your body is resisting, it is wisdom and not failure. So if we reframe that it is wise for your body to say, I don't want to do that, or your mind or your spirit to say, I'm not ready to do that. So if today's episode offered you clarity, insight, or even a pause for a cause you didn't know you needed, if there's anything that I've shared that pricks your heart or lights a spark, I'd love for you to subscribe, share this with someone you care about, and leave a comment so that this becomes a dialogue and not a monologue. A 5-star rating. Please leave a 5-star rating. It helps the space to grow and reach others. And thank you for joining me here twice a day for our daily 15-minute micro dose, micro learning for macro living. Now let's close with 1 breath. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. and again at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is Cut to the Chase at 8. And if you'd like to consider becoming a Chasers Founding Circle member with me, please check the link in this episode description. I would love for you to join and help shape this space and continue to grow this space and shape how it looks in the future. So this is Cut to the Chase at 8 with me, Madison Simone Chase. Start and end your day with intention and grace. It's cut to the chase today. You're ready, set to grow, and let's go. Let's be clear and let's be great. Blessing to you and yours until tomorrow.